Hello all, welcome to the video. In this video, we are going to see data type option in Excel. We are going to see data type option in Excel. So myself Omkar this side. So what all topics we are going to cover in this particular topic is, so to get and transform the data, connections, sort and filters, data tools, grouping and ungrouping. So this get and transform the data, connections, sort and filters, and this grouping and ungrouping is quite a vast topics. We are going to cover these topics in detail in the upcoming sections. So let's get back to the Excel. Again, as we said, we'll be using the same sheet for all the tabs. We have the sheet in which we have seen it for the home tab, for the insert tab, for page layout, and for the formula tab as well. We are going to add a new sheet for our data tab. So navigating to data tab. So here you can see we have different options, or we have different sections like get and transform, the connections, sort and filter, data tools, forecast, and outline. So let's start with the external data or the get and transform. So this particular data type or this particular section is being used to get the data from external sources like web, any external file, be it text, CSV, or anything. So if you wish to get the data or the exact data from outside, you can use this particular thing, this get and transform. We have an option called as new query. So Excel supports something called as Power Query. So Power Query is a tool which is, or Power Query is a utility which has been provided by Microsoft Office for playing with some high-end calculations. So just to give you an example, the calculations like the share market stocks. So those are very pretty complicated calculations for a layman. So those all calculations can be played around those Power Queries. You can, so that's not the only purpose of Power Query. You can use this Power Query in your day-to-day life as well. So for some other applications. So this is about this get and transform. We'll be going to discuss this get and transform and collect connections together in the 24th video of this particular series. Next is sort and filter. So this particular thing or this particular section is being used over a table, over a large set of data to get the desired amount of thing, or to get the desired data in a quick format. So as the name says, if we wish to filter out some data, or if we wish to sort the data numerically, alphabetically, ascending, descending order, so whichever you want it. So it is being done through this particular thing or this particular section. So we have a separate video for this particular section as well. Next we have as data tools. So so the options we have it here are like text to columns. So similarly, like we have as the name says here. So whatever we have it in a single text, we can copy it to or we can split it into a multiple columns. Next is so this flash fill is not being used, or is not required as of now. We'll cover this topic in some other sections. Removing duplicates. So we'll cover this remove duplicates section in this sort and filter. So I'll just tell you why where it is used. It is used to remove a duplicate from the cells. So if you wish, if you have a range of data, wherein if you wish to say you wish to know only the data which is being used or which is not repeated in that particular cell, in that particular thing, you can use this remove duplicates. Next we have it as data validation. So this is to use or to enter add a new drop down field for a selection of that particular cell. We have a different section for this as well in the upcoming series. Next we have it as consolidate and manage model data. So this all will be covered in the upcoming sections. Next is this forecast, which says what if analysis. So this particular thing considers a scenario. So say for example, if we have a data in one cell, and that data, that value contains one digit or one random value. If that random value exceeds a limit, then what to do? So it's about a scenario. So it creates a scenario depending on whatever we have coded in this particular thing. So we'll cover this particular thing in the last section, I believe, like in the connections and the external data thing. And yeah, the grouping and ungrouping and the subtotal, the outline part. So we have a separate video for this as well, the grouping and ungrouping. I'll just tell you where it is used. So this grouping, ungrouping is being used for a large number of data where we are using, say, we have a medical shop, and if we wish to group the all similar sort of medicines which is developed by a single company, if you wish to group it at a single place, you can do it easily with the help of this grouping and ungrouping. That's just a small example. This grouping and ungrouping can be used at a vast level. So we'll cover this topic in the upcoming sections. So that's all we have for this data tab option in Excel. So in the upcoming section, we're going to see the review tab option in Excel. Thank you.